Hi, today we're going to talk about who am I? The question is who are you? Who are they? Who is anybody? But today it's going to be who am I? And that's a question that a lot of people get confused with and become really anxious, depressed, because they don't really know how to describe themselves or who they are. So with the beginning stages, we're taking a look at the I. The I is the person that's doing action. Example being is, I like Chinese food. I like to help people. I like my family. I am presenting out to the world. It's me doing action to others. The me part is receiving action. Why did they do that to me? Why in the world did that happen to me? It's receiving action from other people, the world, and everything else. The I and me is the one that's observed mostly in the public eye. And a lot of times the I and me is impulsive without thinking. Sometimes it thinks. Most of the time, hopefully it thinks. But what happens when it thinks about is basically the self, of who you really are from the standpoint of your value system. The things that you interplay every day, that you use every day, you value. Let's say having a full tank of gas because you're not going to run out of gas. Your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, all those things are sorted out actually in the self. And if some of these things don't go well with what you believe in yourself, then that's where you get really upset. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in that. Why did I do that? I need to apologize. Because the I, the me, and the self is impulsive sometimes. But that's not who you truly are. It's only a part of your behavior. The moral compass, on the other hand, is the one that looks at the self, the me, and the I. It takes a look at the whole picture of what's going on. And if you have a higher value that you're not exercising, you feel depressed. You feel horrible towards yourself. You feel horrible. Because it's not what you wanted to do. That's more of a description of who you are because of your value system. And you realize that the things that you do that is good or bad is a behavior. And it can be corrected. The real self is your value system and what you hold as true. Now, the moral compass, also what it does, is a system that has higher values that you treasure and want to become more of. Your goals, your ideas, the way you treat people, the way you want to be treated, the way you react to adversities and positive things. The moral compass guides you in what you should be doing that you believe you should be doing. Next is the soul. The soul is all of it put together. The moral compass, the self, the me, the I, it's everything all together. A sense of existence. The soul connects with other people, other things. You heard the term soulmates. That's my soulmate. We get along, we click together so well. The soulmate means that you click together in all areas for the most part, and therefore you have a bond. The last area is my spirit. Some people believe in the spirit, some people don't. For me, I'm a Christian. And as far as the spirit goes, it connects to a higher power. Your higher power can be anything that you choose it to be. Now, these are the aspects that make up a person. So just because you do something bad and you repent, you apologize, that's who you are. You truly apologize, that's who you really are. The behavior is just a behavior. It can be corrected, and there you have it. All those put together.
Howdy, Joe.
Oh, hi. What was your name again?
It's me, Green Bean.
Gotcha, Green Bean. Green Bean, you came to me the other day and said, who am I? I feel detached. I don't know who I am. Remember that?
That's right, Joe.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. The first part of you is what you do.
Okay.
The I part. So, what do you like to do?
Well, I like to play video games.
Do you like to hurt people?
No,
Do you like to treat people nice?
I do.
Do you like to be with friends?
I love it.
What kind of food do you like?
I love junk food.
Junk food, okay. Well, that's part of who you are, but it's a behavior. The behavior doesn't describe who you are. It's just how you act that describes how you are, right?
I think so.
Okay, so from the standpoint of how you act upon the world, what you do upon the world is part of who you are.
Well, I think I get you.
Get it? Okay. So the other part is the me part. The me is what things that happen to you.
Okay.
For example, do your friends come visit you?
They do all the time.
Okay, so that happens to you. That's part of you too, right? And how do you react to them?
Well, I give them junk food.
Okay, so you're kind to them. That's how you react to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. That's two parts of yourselves to begin with. The next part is a self. Those are your moral values. Those are the values of what you hold. Do you like to steal?
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Okay. Do you feel bad about it when you do it?
I do.
Okay, so when you steal, that's just a behavior. That's not who you are. You can change your behavior, right?
That's
But
true.
who you are is an honest person, but sometimes you steal, correct?
Yeah, I do. I usually take it back though.
Oh, you take it back. Great. So you have good values, good moral character. That's great. That's who you really are at heart. Does that make sense?
That does.
Okay, the next part of you is yourself looking at you. And that sounds confusing. That means you take a look at your I, what you like to do, the things that happen to you, and how you respond to it, and your values on how you respond to it. For example, the self says, hey, don't steal, it's a bad thing. And so when you steal, you feel bad about it, and that tells you that you're pretty much a good person, right? Because you want to change it.
That's true.
Okay, so now the self has those values intact that you carry with you every day. Now what happens though is we have also the moral compass. The moral compass includes the I, the me, the self, and everything put together as values. You may have a higher moral compass. In other words, you're never to steal again. You want to be the best that you can. You have goals and things you want to do in the future. You want to be the best that you can be.
That's right.
Okay? And sometimes you don't do those things. But so your moral compass tells yourself, hey, pick up the speed. Do some of these things. You're not doing them. And your moral compass says, oh yeah, you're right. And then your self says, I'm not doing those things. And you evaluate it all together, and then you do the right thing.
I got you.
You got me? Okay. Now, the soul is part of you. That's all of you. It's basically the I, the me, the self, the moral compass. All those things put together make who you are. And that moral compass really is a higher situation where, I need to reevaluate things. I need to change some of my values. Okay? And so it
Gotcha.
directs everything.
I got you.
Now, the spirit is something that you have or you don't have, or you believe or you don't believe in. A spirit is a higher power. What's your higher power? Do you have a higher power?
Well, I believe in the spirit of rock and roll.
All right. So you got one of those things, right?
Yeah.
So all those things put together make you who you are. Does that make sense?
That does.
Does that help identify yourself?
It's starting to help a lot.
Okay, great. I'm really glad to help you, Green Bean. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. Thank you, Joe.
I almost
Thanks a ton.
mispronounced your name. You forgive me?
I do, you know it.
Okay, see, there you go. I made a mistake. I corrected it.
Oh, I got you.
And I feel better about myself now.
That's right. Thank you, Joe.
Okay, you take care. See you next time, okay?
I'll see you later, Joe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. That's the video for today, and hope to see you next time. Take care.